There's a lot of women who won't go for it. I met a dude one time when I was walking in Atlantic Station, and he stopped me because he recognized me, and he was like, man, he's having a hard time with dating. He said he asked these girls, he makes 70 grand, he's a truck driver.
Okay. That's good money still, man.
Exactly. He said, he would ask women, listen, if you were to get married, your husband makes 70 grand, you don't have to work, the bills will be paid, and you'll get like a $700 a month, just like an allowance to do whatever.
Damn.
Oh, that's not enough. That's
What?
not gonna work. He said this was the kicker. He said it didn't matter the like he asked the stripper once, stripper shot it down. He asked he asked the girl who's a cashier at the dollar store or something like that. She was shooting it. He said it didn't matter what level of woman he asked. Every woman he asked. Now of course, there may be tons of other women he just didn't talk to that would accept it.
Yeah.
But a lot of women that he came across all shot it down. And that to me is where this gets trickier. It's like, I think, again, people are just getting caught up with what they think it should all be rather than, okay, but if the vibe is there and you guys can live a good life, what's the problem?
That's why I always say, I tell a lot of black guys who follow me on Facebook, because that's what my platform is. But on Facebook, it's like, look, don't stop paying attention and giving attention to women who are heavily influenced by social media. Because when a lot of these women on social media, they want to fit the status quo of what a social media power couple looks like. Yeah. Do TikToks together and all that stuff.
And not to cut you off, but here's what's crazy. Yeah. They don't understand how a lot of those women are with broke dudes too. I have some people who I've talked to behind the scenes. Yeah. All right, when you look at them on Instagram, you're thinking, oh man, they doing it, and this man popping. She's like, yo, she paid for everything.
Damn.
Everything. And you would never know. You know what I'm saying? And that's and so on the flip side, that's why I be like, when dudes think you can't get a good looking, and this one I'm thinking about right now, she's bad, she's beautiful, all right? So this isn't no average below, no, this is top of the line.
Oh, piece, okay.
And I'm like, when you think you can't get a good looking woman because you don't have money, that's not true. But I don't want this to sound the wrong way, but I'll say this. If you know how to present yourself, properly, you can get them. You can at least get because the key with a lot of women is just get your foot in the door. Once your foot in the door, if you have the personality that vibes with them, you have a legitimate shot. Once upon a time, a lot of women ended up with dudes who weren't the greatest looking or the richest. Why? Because they may have worked together and he had time to get to know her, or for her to, for him to basically not work her over, but, get in good with her. And nowadays you have less of that opportunity. But I asked myself, I said, okay, how are these women, because again, it's happened so often.
That's crazy.
How are these women ending up with these broke dudes? Now, it dawned on me. So I'm just going to give one example.
Okay.
All right? Not saying this is the common example, just one example. Girl goes to a club, let's say a club in Atlanta, dude's in the section, all right? Dude's dressed nice. He's hanging out with other dudes that got money. To her in that moment, he looked like he got himself together. All right. So the presentation opens the door. By the time she finds out a week or 2 weeks later that he don't got it like that, she already likes him too much. Now she doesn't want to let go. Now I'm not telling dudes to trick women. But I am saying if you at least present yourself, it's almost like dress for the position that you want. All right? If you show up a certain way, you will have a shot. You know what I'm saying? Even if you don't have your money completely together yet.